Good morning. The project title for our innovative assignment is Sentiment Analysis of Tweets on Twitter. The group members are Avi Mehta, roll number 18BC019, Dhruv Pathak, roll number 18BC055, and Divyang Jain, roll number 18BC059. The project that we have created is basically a platform using Django. It performs sentiment analysis of tweets that are found via mentions. That's a feature used by Twitter to tag accounts. Our website will ask for an input from the user in terms of mention. So for example, if you want to search about Nirma University or Pakistan or Barack Obama, anybody that people have mentioned in their tweets, we can search for them, and we will have a tabulated created analysis, color coded one for the same. So we can see how many people are saying positively about about that topic, how many people are reacting negatively, how many tweets are neutral in nature. We have an entire percentage table for the same that is created via using Django technology. And the libraries and the tech stack that goes behind this is three main three main libraries. One is TextBlob. It's a Python library for processing textual data. It uses simple APIs and divides into common natural language processing. It takes up different parts of speech, tags them, uses various phases to create sentiment analysis, classifies them, and translate them, and goes more beyond this. So we use TextBlob in order to calculate the sentiment, polarity, and subjectivity of our text. The another one is NLTK, that is the Natural Language Toolkit. NLTK is a suite of libraries and programs that we use for statistical analysis of the language that we put in as the text. The main and key part here is the library Tweepy. It's a Python library that allows us to access tweets via using Twitter APIs. So Twitter is not very friendly when it comes to fetching tweets directly. They authorize the user, they give special API keys after understanding the purpose. So there are 4 keys that are used. Here I'll demonstrate the key file to our entire project, that is sentiment analysis underscore Twitter. Firstly, we import the necessary files to EP, TextBlob, and CSV. Now we use a function to authenticate. So these are the 4 keys, as you can see: customer key, consumer key, access token, secret. These are the 4 keys that Twitter gives us to allow us to use the Twitter data. And that is also to a certain limit. So we firstly use the Twitter library that is Tweepy to authenticate the keys. We store it in a function auth, globalize API. We call the APIs using auth, and then we search these tweets. So as you can see by the function search item, we put in our search, and the public tweets, it goes on Twitter and fetches the tweet and the data inputted inside. Then we use a function of classifying tweets. So here we have created 3 variables: positive, negative, and neutral count. As I mentioned earlier, we'll be classifying all the tweets into 3 categories based on the sentiment that will be generated. So the sentiment is found using the TextBlob library. As you can see, polarity equals to TextBlob tweet.text.sentiment.polarity. This is an inbuilt function by Python that helps us to find the exact polarity of a tweet. So all the words go one by one inside the frame, and we get a number mediating in the range of -1 to +1, -1 to 0 being negative and 0 to 1 being positive. So there are various attributes that we can capture using this library. So we capture the username, the entire tweet, that is the entire text of the tweet. We capture the polarity by generating it. And then we check for if the text, the polarity that is generated is positive, negative, or neutral. Also, we color code them based on their value. So we generate positive text into green. We will classify a negative text into red one, and a neutral to a blue zone. So we also generate, we append these things, and we add to our CSV so that we can display it in our final results. Now we calculate the percentage as well, because to compare the data, so we can have a look at on and about for an average, say 15 tweets, how many of them were positive, how many of them were negative. All of these are classified, and we can see that percentage to compare, was this topic per se more positive topic or a negative topic when it comes to Twitter discussions. So all these things are subject to what goes inside as a text, what is the understanding of text blob, and these are the things that we have done to analyze the tweets and show it in the front end. We will take it from there.
Okay, so as we have discussed the backend, um, I can't start. Okay, so I'll be explaining few of the things which is regarded to the Django's functionalities which we have implemented. So mainly we have implemented template inheritance, as you can see, and also Django templating language by taking the values which has been rendered by the functions into the templates, that is the Django variables. And also Django templating language we have used such as the for loops, as you can see over here. This goes over the dictionary values of all tweets, which contains the tweet, the username, and the polarity mentioned. So next we have the views file. So as you can see in this Django file, the consumer key, the secret key, and the access token, which discussed priorly, that these have been generated by the Twitter developer account, and we have used it over here. This is then passed on to the sentiment analysis underscore Twitter file for authentication. So firstly, we have a form. This form is basically for, it makes a text area so that we can pass on the searched mention to our front end. So basically with this, we can, this is then passed on to the sentiment analysis part to get the tweets. As you can see, we have used the post method over here. So on getting the tweet back, the front processes the tweet and the front end then displays it. So we also have another option over here, that is the download CSV. This button is present, and when it is triggered, all the responses which is generated on the front end can be downloaded and is available to the user as a CSV format. Next, we have the urls.py. So as we have seen in the views.py, we have used function-based views everywhere. So in order to pass these functions, we have a urls.py file, and those are rendered over here. As you can see, these web pages on entering the URL or being triggered passes on to the views.py file, and then they render the specific template which is passed in the function. So that is all of the Django functionalities which we have implemented, and now we'll be showing you running our code. Over to you, Dhruv Pathak.
Thank you, Avi. Could you please run the code? Meanwhile, hello everyone, I am Dhruv Pathak and I shall be showing you a walkthrough of our code. So basically, uh, our project takes input from the user in the form of a string via the index.html file that you are seeing right now with the help of a form. Now this form stores the string that we enter over here in the form of an input, which is then received by the views.py file via the post method present in the front-end HTML. Now, this views.py file then transfers this search item to the syntax analyzer underscore twitter.py file, which my friend Divyank had explained a while ago. The sentiment analysis underscore twitter.py file then extracts the tweets from the public tweets on Twitter and classifies them with the help of TextBlob library and Tweety, as you have seen in the code itself. The TextBlob library has has a function which calculates the sentiment which calculates the polarity of the sentiment and helps us determine the sentiment of the tweet. For example, let's take an example of India or Nirma for a sec. Yeah, when we search about India, this request is sent to views.py file and is transferred to sentiment analysis underscore Twitter file to calculate the polarity. As you can see over here, the heading says Twitter sentiment analysis, and then it shows three different uh, type of tweets: the positive tweets, neutral tweets, and the negative tweets. As we can see over here, the overall sentiment of the positive tweets, which is 25%, is higher than the negative tweets, which is 12.5%. Henceforth, our sentiment analyzer gives out the output that the tweets about at India is positive. Also, just to be clear about it, we have also added all the different tweets which were analyzed by our Twitter and sentiment analysis and have present shown them here below the result. As we can see, there is a polarity of each tweet individually along with the tweet and the person who tweeted it itself. Also, as a plus point, we have also added a functionality to download this CSV file, and then we can uh, we can download the CSV file by the client, and then this downloaded results can be used further by the user to like perform further analysis on the project. If we go to analyze again, we shall again be redirected to the index.html page and the process repeats. Also, we have, in case, just in case we take a search item which does not exist or there are no tweets on that. For example, let's take Divyang Jain 100. Yeah. And when we run the analysis, there are no tweets about Divyang Jain. So here you can see that the overall sentiment is completely neutral, and by default it says positive tweet. So that is all about our project, and we have also shown a link to our GitHub repository in our source code itself. So yeah, that's all about our project. Thank you so much.
Thank you.